What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Donkey Kong related video. I didn't feel like I was gonna make this video, to be honest, but I just felt like I had to be honest. We're getting to the point we're gonna likely get a Nintendo Direct February, of course. And if there's new information, the time I upload this and this video, I'm gonna have to private this video and just, oh, something popped up and it's gonna age poorly again, and I ruin everyone's disappointment, ruin everyone's excitement, I guess. This already happened back in September, but let's hope I'm right this time. I'm gonna be right, guys, don't worry. The time will come when the time is right. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this now. But there was a recent Direct leak, I guess, that predicted Princess Peach Showtime's costumes, which is the Ninja Cowboy outfit. However, I don't think I believe this, because there's also some other things I talked about, like a Fire Emblem 4 remake, a new Donkey Kong game, a game from Goodfeel. Apparently, it's not like, I don't think, although that's probably I already talked about actually, but yeah, there was Fire Emblem, Donkey Kong, Fashion Club, but unfortunately, I can't say this Direct leak is real, because one, it's from 4chan, I don't want to give a 4chan leak attention, and two, I feel like the Peach Showtime, like, outfits were already kind of predicted back in the original trailer. I haven't talked about Princess Peach Showtime, and I apologize if I don't. I will talk about it soon, guys, don't worry, I'm just kind of more or less making videos I want to talk about more, so, yeah. But we're going to talk about Donkey Kong, and there was another leaker, of course. Well, okay, I know people will be like, oh yeah, Pyro, the red bird from WarioWare leaker, is the only leaker we should be trusting, but last time he posted Donkey Kong, it was Mario vs. Donkey Kong, so unfortunately, he's going to have to get my trust back. So, we're not listening to that red bird anymore, aside from other stuff. But this leaker right here, apparently is themed reliable, I guess. You should really only trust a reliable leaker if they gotten that many stuff correct. Because sometimes it could be right, sometimes it could be completely off. But let's just talk about it. So, of course, in this little picture right here that, when talking about that leak that was fake, this person said, it's fake because the next Donkey Kong game is not country. You hear that again. Listen to me again. The next Donkey Kong is not country. What does this mean, though? This can mean a lot of things. Maybe it's something wrong with the country game, or maybe it's some shitty-ass Mario spin-off game. Or maybe it's that long-rumored 3D Donkey Kong game that we might actually be getting. I think there's a good chance that Donkey Kong could get announced later this year. And I think there's a decent chance. I don't know, will it be at the next Direct? Who knows, honestly, but man, I don't know, like, I can't think, aside from, like, Metroid, maybe, like, I'm struggling to figure out what Nintendo could announce. Like, sure, they could probably announce Mario Baseball or something, but, like, that's not gonna get people excited nowadays, especially out the recent sports bin. But we're not here for Mario Sports Discourse. We're talking about Donkey Kong, but yes, I do think a Donkey Kong game is happening. Now, here comes the real question of this video. I honestly was thinking about this too, and I think it makes a lot more sense than people realize. Is Donkey Kong the final big Switch game? Now, this could mean a lot of things. That maybe, yeah, final big Switch game could mean a lot of things. It's up to your perspective what big really means, honestly. But, I will say this, that I talk big franchises like obviously Mario, Zelda, the biggest ones out there, and then franchises that aren't as popular as Mario, but still popular enough, Metroid and Pikmin, I'll count those as like big major games. Stuff like that. But I say like a game that will generate almost anyone really. So yeah, Donkey Kong is one of them. So I say this, that I think Donkey Kong will be the last major game we get on the original Switch. And I say this because, like, sure, Donkey Kong could be on the Switch too, and maybe we have to wait till, like, early 2025, and yeah, that will break my heart again to miss DK's 30th year anniversary of Donkey Kong Country. I'm still not getting my hopes up for that, but you never know. But when you really, like, forget Switch 2 rumors and everything, it just makes way too much sense to expect a Donkey Kong game now. Like, they have the theme park opening coming earlier than expected. If you're gonna at least get people excited and introduce the younger generation to Donkey Kong, this is the perfect opportunity to do it. And also, we have the one coming in 2025, but if Nintendo wants to open the first area besides Mario, literally, it makes way too much sense to have a Donkey Kong game. Now, they could just, you know, make, I don't know, Returns port or something, and maybe that's it. And yeah, I really hope it's not only a Returns port. That would just be very, very underwhelming. I love Returns. Like, if they do a Donkey Kong 64 remake, at least that I can understand, but come on, man, it has to be more than just a Returns port, because I know I hear people talk about that. So, unless they can pull on Mario, maybe they'll announce both. So, yeah, but, again, we're gonna have to see. But, like, I don't know, man. They have to have a Donkey Kong game announced. I don't know. I think February Direct has a good chance of announcing a Donkey Kong game. Hopefully, honestly. If there's gonna be, like, one more major Switch game before we hit the Switch 2, I think DK is the last option I have, honestly. There's also Metroid Prime 4, but that game is in a weird limbo, honestly, and it's been over 5 years now since it restarted, so, I mean, we're probably gonna get footage of it. Maybe that will be the last major Switch game, but what I'm saying is, and also, like, people say, oh, I don't think it makes sense to have Donkey Kong this late in the console's lifespan, but when you look back at their history, and I've already said this several times, that Donkey Kong games have released late in console lifespans. Donkey Kong Country 3, Donkey Kong 64, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, Donkey Kong Country Returns. These are all Donkey Kong games that have released late in the console's lifespan, and sell decently well. So, no, it's not weird for a Donkey Kong game to be late in the system's lifespan. And I'll be honest though, the only thing going against Donkey Kong on Switch 2 is probably 3D Mario Metroid Prime 4. I feel like Donkey Kong, I guess I'm overreacting here, but I feel like Donkey Kong just has an unfair disadvantage with a few games, in my opinion. And I don't want to wait any longer just for a game to be announced or something. If it doesn't come out this year, then it has to be early 2025. At the earliest. If not, well, say goodbye to Donkey Kong, I guess. But hopefully, between either later this year, we will finally get an announcement of a Donkey Kong game, and I can finally rest and be happy, play the Donkey Kong game on the current Nintendo system other than a Wii U, and I can finally be satisfied until, I guess, the next one. And you better not make me wait 10 years again. Speaking of that, we're approaching 10 years since Tropical Freeze, so if we don't get a Donkey Kong game at that point, oh boy. But let's hope I be right and we get a Donkey Kong game. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Do you guys think a new Donkey Kong game is finally going to get announced in the February Direct? Let me know in the comments below. The coping for Kong is almost here. Please, Pyro, don't disappoint me again. See you next time for more. Later, folks.
Donkey